What's up guys, welcome back to another Blue Heater 2 video. Today we're going to talk about the different race in Blue Heater and which one should you play as depending on your playstyle. Now before we get started, if you guys can hit that subscribe button, that'd be amazing. We're on the way to 10k subs. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into today's video. Alright, so you may notice in Blue Heater you have all kinds of race that you can play as. You have Demon, you have Enlighten, you have I think this is Negarata, I can't really say that right. You have Fenris, you have Elf, Human, I think Lapian or Lapian, I don't know if I pronounced it right, but you have all these different races that you can play as. Some of them are really good and some of them are not so great, I'm gonna be honest here. Now let's go ahead and go down the list. So we're gonna start off with Demon here. Demon gives you the Soul Reaper ability, which is a 5% health back each kill. This is really good for people who are doing like tank builds or DPS builds or something like that. This is really good for it. Like me as a player who likes to dual wield axes, I pretty much never die. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I pretty much never die. And the main reason why is because I can normally one tap enemies and gain back my health while I'm fighting a boss, and I'll basically like outlive the boss and just like cakewalk everything. Like, it's really ridiculous how good this is. For example, on floor 2, I was doing the what is that mini boss called? The guy with the tentacles. I forgot his name, but he has like a squid head. I was fighting that guy, and obviously he has little minions that spawn with him. So anytime my health got below like 50%, I would just like one tap 2 or 3 of those minions, and then boom, I'm back to like basically full health, and I can just keep on going. Like it's really crazy. Like, this is a good class, especially if you guys are going to do a tank build. This is a really good class to be. And I just realized I kept saying class, I meant race. Now the next one we have is Enlighten. This one is mainly for mages, but it could be used with any like class type. It really doesn't matter. The main reason why is because everything in the game uses mana. Sword skills, axe skills, dagger skills, scythe skills, you name it, it uses mana. So there's really like no downside to being Enlightened. You get 5% mana back each kill, meaning that you're going to be able to sit there and spam your skills more often, especially if you're killing things. You're going to be sit there and be able to spam more often. So there's really no downside to it, although you don't get back the little bonus health that you do with Demon. But Enlighten is also very good, and I would recommend this mainly for people who are going to be mages as well. I would recommend this. The next one we have is Nigarata. Now this one is alright, I guess. It does have a 50% stamina regeneration rate, but I'm gonna be honest with you, that kind of doesn't really matter. At least to me personally, it doesn't really matter. I never really have issues with my stamina, especially if you put some points into agility. You really won't have issues with your stamina. Most attacks you can dodge with like 1 or 2, you know, dashes. Like, it doesn't really take too much to dodge attacks. So this one's kind of like like it's all right, especially if you want to be a cat person. This is like a really good, I guess, race to be. But that 50% stamina regeneration isn't really worth it to me. Like, it's kind of mid. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of mid. But then we have Fenris. Now this honestly might be my second best or favorite class or race when it comes to Blue Heater. This race gives you a 10% critical rate for each kill up to 5 seconds. This is insane. Okay, I've seen people with this race be able to hit like 30k crits. It's kind of insane how high people can go with this. Now obviously it depends on your gear and like what kind of like stats you have in your gear, but crit stat gear mixed with this race, you're basically a walking like glass cannon. Like, you deal so much damage. Like I said, I've seen people deal 30k crit damage, which is insane. So definitely, if you guys are gonna be playing with daggers or even one-handed swords, I would definitely recommend going with this race. Like, there's literally no downside to it. That crit rate is just so freaking good. The next one we have is Elf. Now this one is kind of for supportive players. If you guys are gonna be healers or just anything like that when it comes to, you know, just giving support to other players, mainly healers, this is the best class to be, which is the Elf class, because it gives you a 10% recovery of your max health when healing others. So for example, let's say you heal 2 people, right? You're going to get 20% of your health back because you healed those 2 players. Like it's really good for people who want to be supportive. Now I'm not sure if the game like gives you credit if you heal other people and they kill the boss or something and you don't do any damage. I don't know if the game still counts as that, so that may hold this class back, or race back, my bad. It may hold this race back from being good because I don't know if you still get credit or not if you heal other players. But definitely if you're doing dungeons, like this is a no-brainer. This is a really good like race to be, especially if you're supportive. If you're doing dungeons, definitely pick this. Now the last 2 that we have is human and Lapin. I'm just going to kind of group these 2 together because in my personal opinion, and this may be a hot take, but in my personal opinion, these 2 like race are not really it. Like they're kind of lame, I'm not gonna lie. Human, you get 25% more gold from enemies. Now that may sound good, but keep in mind most enemies only drop like at most, at least that I've seen, at most like 60 gold. You're not going to get too much more gold out of it, and you're not going to make tons and tons and tons of gold from killing enemies all day every day. I mean, yeah, you're going to get slightly more than what normal people get, but it's not going to be such a, you know, big difference to where you're going to go from 0 to 100k within an hour. Like it's not going to be anything crazy like that. So human race, I mean, it's meh. It's really meh with me. And obviously the last one that we have is Lapin, which is double jump requires no stamina, which I'm gonna be honest with you, it really doesn't matter to me if double jump takes stamina or not. Like I said, I don't ever really notice my stamina go down really low or have a stamina issue. So this is kind of like to me. I mean, the only thing I could really see this race being good for is maybe if you do the towers, because there is like obby sections in the tower, but other than that, like this is really a meh class to me, or race to me. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this kind of give you some insight on which race you should play as. Just to give you guys a quick recap, the best race to play as if you're gonna go as a tank will probably be Demon in my personal opinion, just because you get that 5% health back from each kill. The next one for mages would be Enlighten, just because you get 5% mana back for each kill. And the last one is Fenris for, like, you know, people who are doing DPS or daggers or something like that, or even scythes. Fenris would probably be a really good race to be, just because you get that 10% critical rate each kill for 5 seconds, which is really, really good. But yeah, it's been your boy Takeoi. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. It's been your boy. Peace out.